They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Flicks it out of the air. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the single running back. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked.
Turning it on! Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Snagged in the middle. It's Bobo. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
29 Philly, 2-9. Red pass hits complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. A worthy effort to get it out to the 15-yard line, but they'll be short of the first down. Fourth down coming. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. keeping it on the ground with the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McBride. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw again. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to...
Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Cherry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Georgia, 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Might be calling a hot route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back. end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He might want another play. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
42 Spider. Hornet.
Back to pass. Finds a tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
When you play play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Get set. Get set.
The offense changing the play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Keeps looking downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback.
Oh, they blocked the kick. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 25 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the back. It's complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Yeah, and what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Great great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them and keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blunt. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
First and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Powell. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bobo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got him downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. The ball is down 14 after that grab. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bobo. He'll be stopped short of the line of the game. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
3:25.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.